Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about my most anticipated books for the second half of 2019. We're already at the halfway point of 2019. Isn't that so wild? So I thought it would only be appropriate to let you know about some of the books coming out later this year that I am really excited about. I'll put the links in the description for every single book that I mentioned so that you can definitely go and check it out if it sounds like something that's interesting to you. Alright, so I think we have about 14 or so books to get through on this list, so let's just jump right into it. Well, the first two actually come out very soon. Both of these first two come out on July 2nd. The first one is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This one is the third thriller that this author has come out with. I have really enjoyed his first two thrillers, and I have no doubts that this new thriller is probably also going to become a new favorite thriller of mine. This one comes out very soon. Like, I'm going to be reading this one in July for sure, so definitely can't wait for this one. The second one that comes out on July 2nd is Growing Things and Other Stories by Paul Tremblay. This one is it's partially thriller and it's partially horror, but it's like all short stories. I'm not much of a short story reader, but Paul Tremblay recently wrote one of my favorite thriller horror novels of all time, The Cabin at the End of the World, so I'm definitely interested in checking this short story collection out. I don't know, I feel like horror is the one thing I would be interested in reading short stories of, because sometimes I think horror works better in short stories, if you know what I'm saying. So can't wait to read this one. The next one is One Little Secret by Kate Houlihan, and this one comes out on July 9th, and this one is an adult thriller. All I know about it is that it's the same author as Lies She Told, which was one of my favorite thrillers a couple years ago when I read it, and so I'm highly anticipating her new release. The next one is going to be The Arrangement by Robin Harding. This one comes out July 30th. This one got a title change actually pretty recently. It was originally called something like Daddy or like Sugar Daddy or something, and it was about the book is about this girl who gets a sugar daddy, and it's like it turns into like a weird situation, like a creepy situation, and like I don't even know anything else about it besides that, but like that alone right there really makes me want to read this book. It's an adult thriller, so like I was probably gonna read it anyways, but I'm just really excited about this one. The next one is Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina. This one also comes out July 30th, and this one is another adult thriller. Really excited to read this one because I really love Sherry Lapina's thrillers. I've really enjoyed The Couple Next Door and An Unwanted Guest. I wasn't a huge fan of one of her books, I can't remember what it was called at the moment, but most of the time I really enjoy her thrillers, and this one, I read the description once, can't remember what it said, but it sounded interesting to me, so automatically added this one to my most anticipated list. Really excited to read this one. The next one is Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker. This is coming out on August 6th. And this one is a new romance novel from K.A. Tucker. In the past, I've had a hate-love relationship with K.A. Tucker because I really loved the first book I read from her, which was He Will Be My Ruin, and then I absolutely hated the next couple of books I read from her, and then I loved The Simple Wild like so much. It was a 5-star book for me, so like I'm hoping this is one of the K.A. Tucker books that I end up really enjoying. Also, this cover is so beautiful. I love it so much, so can't wait to read this one. Next one I have is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, and this one also comes out August 6th. And again, this is a new thriller novel that's coming out. Ruth Ware tends to be a hit or miss for me as far as thrillers go. I haven't absolutely loved any thrillers from her yet. I found them all to be pretty like mediocre, but I'm still interested in reading her new thrillers just because I'm always interested in thrillers and I always have hopes that they're going to be great. And I believe this one has something to do with a nanny going missing or something like that, so that sounds really interesting to me, so can't wait to check this one out. The next one I have is The Last Post by Renee Carlino. This one comes out August 20th. This one is her newest romance novel that's coming out, and again with Renee Carlino, I tend to have a hate-love relationship with this author as well because I really loved Before We Were Strangers, and then all of her books after that were okay, and then she had one that I really didn't like. She just came out with that one, The Blind Kiss or whatever it was called, I can't remember, and I liked that one. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this one. I don't know, like this cover is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I'm hoping I love this one, but I'm definitely going to be checking this one out when it releases. All right, the next one I have is The Institute by Stephen King. This one comes out September 10th. I'm not a huge like Stephen King fan like a lot of other people seem to be, but this one I'm kind of interested in because it's about these like kids with extraordinary abilities, I think. It's kind of like being compared to Stranger Things. I think that's like the original thing that I heard about this book, and that's what made me interested in reading it. And so I'm definitely curious to check this one out because I haven't read a lot of Stephen King that's not horror. Like, I've only really read his like classic horror stuff. So really curious to see if this one is great. All right, the next one I have is Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. This one comes out October 1st. And you guys, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this book because it's Stephen Chbosky, first of all, who's the author of Perks of Being a Wallflower. And he hasn't published a book, I'm pretty sure, since Perks of Being a Wallflower or since a long time ago. And this is a horror novel from Stephen Chbosky. Like, it's horror. It's gonna be creepy and scary and like, I can't wait to read this. It's gonna be everything I need. I can feel it. It's just so perfect that this book is coming out in October because perfect for Halloween time. Like, I swear to God, I cannot wait to read this book. Like, I need my hands on it now. The next one I have for you is Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. This book comes out October 22nd, and this is the latest from one of my fave authors, Christina Lauren. When they announced this book, I kind of like lost my shit because like I'm just so excited that they continue to have like multiple releases every year. Like, I swear this is like their 3rd or 4th book that's coming out this year. Like, they just like pump out the novels, dude, and they're great, okay? And this one I'm really excited about because I've heard that it follows an actress, and then I think it's her like childhood crush or her childhood sweetheart, and then like it's twice in a blue moon, so they're like getting back together when they're older. I am so excited, and I'm excited that Christina Lauren is writing something with an actress because like, ooh. Alright, the next one I have is Not the Girl You Marry by Andy J. Christopher, and this one comes out November 12th, and this one is being compared to How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and it's just a gender role reversal on How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Automatically, I am very interested in this because How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. It was such a huge part of my childhood. Like, I loved that movie when I was a kid. And so I'm very interested in reading this just because of that alone. So I'm really hoping that this is the rom-com that we all deserve. All right, I've got 2 left. And the next one I have for you is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. And this one comes out December 10th. And it's like the next romance thing book from Colleen Hoover. Freaking excited for this because Colleen Hoover has been putting out some great content lately. Like, her last couple of releases, like It Ends With Us, Verity, All Your Perfects, have been freaking great. Like, I know she had some slip-ups like Without Merit and some books that I just didn't really enjoy, but this one, I literally know nothing about it, but like lately I feel like her books have been covering a lot more serious of topics lately in her romance novels, so I'm really excited to see where this one goes, and I'm just really excited to read it. Like, I honestly can't wait to get my hands on it, and why does it have to come out 6 months from now? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to wait that long? Alright, and the last book I have that I'm so excited about is The Wives by Taryn Fisher, and this book comes out December 30th. And it's a thriller. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited for this one because Taryn Fisher is like one of my favorite authors. Her writing style is so weird and absurd and just strange, but I love it. Like, I don't know what, it's just so addicting. And this is gonna be like one of her first thriller novels, I think, since Bad Mommy. Oh my god, Bad Mommy by Taryn Fisher is one of my favorite books, thrillers ever. And so I'm really excited that Taryn Fisher's finally going to be writing more thrillers because, you know, she's usually like romance writing. Like, I swear her and Colleen Hoover lately have been like romances and then thriller. Like, I want another thriller from Colleen Hoover so bad, you don't even know. I love Taryn Fisher's writing, and I think her writing works for thrillers very well. Alright, so those are all of the books that I am most anticipating towards the second half of this year. I really hope I didn't forget any because I know that Ninth House is probably going to be on everyone's list ever, and I was looking at the description of that because I thought it was a fantasy book for some reason, and I think it is still, but I read the description and it sounds like it's more like thriller and then maybe a little bit fantasy, so like I might totally be interested in reading Ninth House when it actually comes out. Like, I don't know, it sounds interesting. Anyways, those are all of my most anticipated books of the second half of this year. Let me know, what are your most anticipated books of the year? Are there any on your most anticipated list that I didn't mention that you think I should know about, that I might not know about, because that would be cool. Did I introduce to you any new books that you might have not known about that you're really excited to read now? Because that is always good to know. Yeah, that is all I have for you. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys soon with a new video.